We need to talk about your balls. Are they smooth? Or covered in bits of annoying fluff? These are my balls. See how they glisten in the light? Your balls can be like these, but you gotta use the right tools for the job. This? No. This? No! This! Only if that's what you're into. Balls are delicate, sensitive, easy to damage. Someone's taken a chunk out of that one. That's why I use the Lawnmower 4.0. It's got skin-safe technology with a replaceable ceramic blade, so you can trim with confidence. It's got an LED light, so you can always see what you're doing. Lights, please! And what's more, it's got a wireless charging system and it's waterproof. You can even drop it in your pint. You wouldn't want to drink it, though. It's got pubes in it. The Manscaped Lawnmower is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. That's over 4 million balls. Anytime you join them, use the right tools for the job. Because when it comes to balls, you don't want to muck about.
Go to manscaped.com and check out the all-new Lawnmower 4.0 and receive free shipping.
Gentlemen, I want to show you my balls. Look at them, they're silky and smooth. Those are their attributes. I haven't given them names. But for some people, smooth isn't enough. They want smoother. They want flawless. They want transcendent. They want perfection. A surface that's completely without friction. That's why Manscaped created the Ultra Smooth package. For men who like their package, ultra smooth. The exfoliator prepares, the clear gel protects, and the crop shaver perfects. Still going. The crop shaver has 3 precision blades as well as micro combo bar and extra wide lubrication strips, so your crown jewels won't fear getting nicked. So if you're the kind of guy who wants to be that little bit smoother, go to manscaped.com. And you could have a package as perfect as this.
What's the biggest thing you've ever made?
The biggest thing I've ever made? Probably these nuts.
When Jimmy told me about D's nuts, I knew it was gonna be huge.
When Jimmy first told me about D's nuts, I thought he was crazy.
I love these nuts.
Same.
I keep a pair on me at all times.
These nuts taste so good.
It's like this amazing peanut butter chocolate flavor.
Nut tap.
That's good nuts.
You have to try these nuts. Go to Feastables.com right now if you want some nuts in your mouth.
These nuts. What are those? These? Deets nuts. Dietz and Watson. Dietz nuts.
Those are nuts.
Dietz nuts aren't nut nuts. Dietz nuts are meat nuts.
Those are meat nuts.
Meat nuts. They're Dietz nuts.
You get one of those?
Go ahead. Grab a handful of Dietz nuts. Good, get a good grip in there. Hey, Chris. How Dietz nuts taste? Are they delicious? What a fun snack. Dietz and Watson. These nuts are meat nuts.
Do you want to play with my balls by the Cifaldi brothers? Hey, Louie, do you want to play with my balls? Sure, Chuck. I can hold your ball sack so it won't drag on the ground. Wow, your balls are so big, I can't even fit them in my mouth. My mum's always yelling, Louie, get those balls out of your mouth before you choke. You know that mean girl Sally? She squeezed my balls so hard they looked funny. Yeah, well, when I play with Sally, I always end up with blue balls. Billy Johnson made Sally cry last week. Now that kid's got balls. Not anymore. Yesterday, Sally kicked Billy's balls so hard he lost one. Look, Louie, your dog is licking my balls. Let's roll them on Sparky's fur. Girls hate hairy balls. You know, Chuck, if we show Sally our hairy balls, she'll scream for sure. Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of like Sally. I wish she would just play nice with my balls. Yeah, me too. Hi, Sally. Do you want to play with our balls? Sure, but only if I can play with both of your balls at the same time.
Mr. Nuts and Mr. Balls. Written by Richard P. Wiener. Hello. I'm Mr. Nuts. You've got to be kidding. Why? What's your name? Mr. Balls. Oh, like that's any better. Of course it's better. Balls beat nuts any day of the week. Don't be ridiculous. Nuts are delicious. No one wants to eat balls. Maybe not, but you can play with balls, and they can be as big as basketballs or as tiny as ping-pong balls. Nuts are all the same size. Small. Untrue. Coconuts are quite large. And hairy. Hairy schmairy. They're boring. Balls come in tons of colours. Nuts are always the same dull colour. Brown. Nuts are brown because they come from the earth. They are natural and nutritious. Who doesn't like a nice, salty nut? Anyone who's allergic, that's who. Have you ever heard of anyone allergic to balls? That's only because balls aren't natural. Most are probably made of rubber or nasty plastic. But plastic is what gives balls their amazing variety. That's why they can be soft like beach balls or hard like baseballs. And nuts can be chewy or crunchy. I, for one, would rather have some nice chewy nuts than rock-hard balls. Oh yeah, those nuts might be chewy now, but in a few years they'll be dried and shriveled. Nothing nastier than a sack of old nuts. Oh, that's it. We need to settle this once and for all. Agreed. Let's ask that guy over there. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, you! What's your name? I'm Mr. Dick. The end. Mr. Nuts and Mr. Balls. Written by Richard P. Wiener. Narrated by Tom Foolery. Well, there you go. The classic story of Mr. Nuts and Mr. Balls.
Dee's Big Nuts by Mark Thunder. Dee was a squirrel who had big nuts. His nutsack was so big that it would drag on the ground everywhere he went. Dee had a friend named Sarah who loved nuts. Sarah would always go around town trying to put everyone's nuts in her mouth. Sarah loved how big Dee's nuts were. His nuts were her favorite. They were the biggest nuts she had ever seen. She would play with his nuts all day, and sometimes even at night. Sometimes her mom would join. They would take turns holding Dee's nuts at night. Sometimes Sarah would even try to put both of Dee's nuts in her mouth at the same time. She would giggle, her face would turn red, and then his nuts would come flying out. One day, someone ran up to his nuts and started poking them. "Hey, jerk! Off my nuts!" he said. Although Sarah loved Dee's nuts, she would sometimes kick them. She once kicked them so hard she busted a nut. Dee was very sad that Sarah busted his nut. He just wanted Sarah to play nice with his nuts. One day when his nuts were feeling better, she took them to lunch, where she got peanut butter all over them. His nuts were so sticky. After that day, she knew she would need to play nice, because all good squirrels know how to play nice with big nuts. The end.